Yeah!
Watch your profanity.
Okay, I like it. Picasso.
I mean, it's all right. Like,
What's up, selectors? What's up, man? Shout out to my man Historical, aka Ultimate Unleashed. Shout out to my man RL. Your boy's back. I'm back, man. Oh my gosh. If you would have asked me almost a month ago if I would have been gone, I would have told you lying. But your boy was laid up like this.
oh,
Laid out, man. Super sick. Pretty much for the month of December. And then threw out my back and then got sick again. But I'm back, man. They can't stop us. Shout out first and foremost. I need a yeah in the chat.
Yeah!
For Elmo 172331, who held it down for me the whole time. The whole time, still giving you guys amazing, clean content. That's what we do right here on this channel. We bring you amazing content that is clean, man. A clean stream where you can come, chill, and talk with us like NFL 24 Playoffs podcast. That's what we're doing right now. I'm so excited to get into this, man. The playoffs are here, and we got a lot to talk about. The Discord's going to be open. Historical asked if we were going to do a Royal Rumble. It is tradition, man. I have to do a co-stream with my man Historical. I haven't heard from wrestling in a long time, but definitely, man, we're going to be doing that. He's working on his third episode of Umaga versus Eddie Guerrero story. Love that. We're going to get back into WWE very soon. As you can see, the studio has underwent some major changes. I got some new desks in the background, new lighting, and you're seeing me on a wider camera, man. New camera. So lots of upgrades. I was in the middle of that when I got sick. So it'll improve even more. But your boy is back, man. And I cannot say thank you enough for you guys for just bearing down with me. We still got to get through Spider-Man still. Tekken is coming. Madden's we're pretty much out of Madden season, but WWE season is coming up very quick. So we got a lot of stuff coming up for you guys. We did Final Fantasy on the channel last time, and that was a pretty big hit as well. So I almost been playing Fortnite. I was trying to get her into that, and then, like I said, got sick. So lots of cool stuff happening right here. linktr.ee/select screen. We have some major news coming up very, very soon. And some sponsors to talk about as well. Very, very soon as well. So I may try and pull that up here in just a little bit to read those sponsors off. linktr.ee/select screen. Man, I missed y'all so much. I'm not going to waste too much more of your time. Let's jump into this podcast. We're going to open up the Discord and we're going to do some pick 'em right here, right now. I hope you guys are excited.
Acknowledge me.
And hit that like button, man. linktr.ee/select screen. YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, X, TikTok, Apple, and Spotify podcasts, which you will be hearing this episode on a podcast very, very soon, if not later tonight. So shout out to everyone who's listening over there. All right. I'm ready. You're ready. Let's go. Yes, sir, man. Let's get this thing going. I'm going to get this Discord opened up. As usual, guys, you know the rules, man.
Watch your profanity.
But I don't have to worry about this crowd on right now. Shout out to my man RL. Discord is open. We are live in effect right now over on our Discord channel. If you need to get there again, head over to our link tree. My man Ultimate said, yeah. I want to get into this pick 'em, man. Let's summarize while maybe RL is kind of getting logged in and all that stuff. I'm sure he'll jump in here in just a minute. Let's talk about the 2023-2024 season for the NFL. This season had a lot of parity, I feel like. A lot of parity. I heard at one point in time there were 20 teams that could have made the playoffs this year. That's pretty good. Excuse me. Sorry about that. Yeah, that's pretty good for any sport, really. Let's jump into more of this, man. I don't know. I got to talk about the biggest story for me, and that's the Denver Broncos, man. I have never been so disappointed in a football team. I don't think ever. I'm very, 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 very disappointed in the Denver Broncos. Let me go ahead and lay down kind of my rules so everybody knows where I kind of stand on things. I'm always a players guy, but I'm a hometown team first. So I love the Nuggets, the Rockies, the Avalanche, the Broncos. I'll even root for our local Mammoths. The what do they call it? Lacrosse team. I couldn't think of lacrosse for anything for a second there. So that's what I'm all about, man. Then from there, I usually go with players that I really like around the league. Or my wife is from Milwaukee, so those are usually my teams. Before we officially got married and everything, I usually pick an AFC team and an NFC team, right? So my AFC team is obviously always the Broncos. Whoever Broncos play, I want the Broncos to win. But then I try to, if my team gets eliminated, I'll pick an NFC team that I like. And normally that team comes down to two teams. In the NFC, I've always been a fan of the Philadelphia Eagles. I loved McNabb. I liked Michael Vick. I liked everything until Chip Kelly got there. So that's kind of my allegiances. But when you marry a Green Bay Packer, listen, you become a Green Bay Packer. So those are my two teams in the NFC. But if either of those teams played the Broncos, I'm rooting for the I'm rooting for the Packers. I'm rooting for the Broncos. Oh my gosh.
You messed up.
I did there. Sure did, bro. And what I was going to say is, so that being said, I really have two dogs in this race this year. It is, I want Philly to win, and I've got to root for the Packers too. So, Ara, how you been, man?
I've been doing good, man. I want to stay on subject, but I was gonna. I'll just wait. It was about DC, but it's good to hear from you though.
Oh, man, same here. It's good to hear from you as well.
But who did you say? Who's your first pick again? Who was your?
Overall, I always go with my Colorado teams. So, of course, I would want the Denver Broncos to win it all. But I personally think they did Russ real dirty. Really, really dirty this year. And while I feel like Russ has not played at a Seattle level, he's not the problem.
No.
And he hasn't been, he wasn't the problem before he got here. Ask Trevor Siemian. Ask Joe Flacco. Ask, didn't we even have butt fumble at one point in time? I think at one point in time we did. You could ask Peyton Manning. He won a championship and was like, y'all, I'm done. Y'all going to get me killed out here. Our offensive line has been horrible for years. I don't know if our offensive line has ever been good. When I think back to it, think about Elway. Elway was getting smashed. So, yeah, to try and blame the quarterback, I just don't get it. And I'm definitely on the bandwagon to try and put a ending, I guess, on the Denver Broncos real quick. Trade Judy. I'm so tired of Judy. Get rid of Judy. He needs to go. Too many drop balls, too much complaining, too much distraction. Judy needs to go. Cortland Sutton is our number one guy, and he's proved it. He's really, really proved it. What about you, RL? Who's your squad normally? I guess let's start there.
It's the Giants.
The New York Giants. Who's your favorite player on the Giants? Of all time.
I don't have a favorite player on the Giants. I can't
Okay.
say I have a favorite player. But that's my team though. But I don't have a favorite player who I could. He's not on that team.
Okay.
He's definitely not on that team. He's on the Ravens.
Okay.
His name is Lamar Jackson. Hey.
Soon to be Super Bowl champion Lamar Jackson.
Yep. That's it. That's what it was looking like. Hey.
Man, I love a good NFL story, man. And I am not mad at that at all. Because that man, he did what he was supposed to do. He held out, and then he's balled out. From the jump, right? He's been good from the jump. The only reason I would not want to see the Ravens win it is no, I wouldn't even say that. I was just going to say, just despite how they treated him. But he's a monster. He is such a monster.
It sounds like we standing on business, boys.
We standing on business. What's good, man?
What's going on?
Oh, man, it's good to hear from you,
Yo,
bro.
what up, man? What up?
Ariel, I kind of backed away. You're going to be disappointed. I know you're going to be mad at me, but I backed away from the gamma at this point.
Oh, no.
At this time, I'm just backing off from it for a minute because I had to do some recasting. I had to take Emma Watson out considering she don't want to act no more. And I had to replace her with somebody else that I think can fit the role.
I got you. Okay. Who you thinking about now?
It's the actress that played in the Blair Witch Project, the 2016 one.
Oh.
I don't know, cause she do look like the She-Hulk the version that I'm doing. She looks like her in the face.
Yeah, I have never seen that movie.
It's a decent remake. I mean, it's really, considering it really ain't a remake. It's more likely continuing the original, just adding on to it.
Oh, Callie Hernandez? Why do I
Yeah.
feel like I've seen her in something else? She was in La La Land. I didn't see that though.
Yeah, Callie Hernandez is gonna be Jennifer Walters.
I feel like I've seen her in something else. Sin City. A Dame to Kill For. That's where I've seen her.
Cause I never seen a movie where she actually got angry. So I'm wondering if she would be right for the role, which I think she will. We'll see. I'm
Okay.
just testing the waters at this point.
Okay.
But yeah, Ariel, don't be mad at me, bro. I'm still working on it. Okay.
Hey, just keep on working on it, man. Hey, I'm still waiting.
You know his requirement. It's got to be rated R.
Yeah, it's gonna be rated R. I'm gonna push that element too. I'm gonna make sure I tell the studio, hey, yo, Universal. Look, the writing strike over. Y'all probably just taking in projects just to get more money in y'all pocket at this point. So it's a deal. I want to make a Hulk movie, not just a Hulk movie, the Hulk movie of a century. Bigger than the, I ain't gonna probably like bigger than the Avengers, but that's a stretch. But in a way, it opens that element of the multiverse. It's in the multiverse because we already have a She-Hulk, but she is downright terrible. She sucks. I hate that version. My version is I'm telling you, my version is gonna overshadow that TV version because it's the serious elements that's in this Pacific. So like you gotta understand, I'm not doing no sob story or just making Jen be a complete narcissistic piece of garbage. Okay, we gonna do it right.
Well, I just hope she punched somebody. That's I'm so tired of these Hulk movies without anybody punching people. What are we doing?
Oh my God! The scenes that I wrote, I ain't gonna give it away, but just she smashes stuff a lot. She does turn into She-Hulk a lot.
That's all I'm asking for. That's all I'm asking for. Just let the character be the character.
I heard your comment, and I said, okay, so Select want this, I got him. It's in there. It's there, but at this moment in time, I'm actually I'm about to finish up writing my TV series for the I'm about to finish writing my TV series for Adult Swim.
That's what's up.
Yeah, kind of like the Aqua Teen and some stuff. And they brought my boys back. Hold on, we ain't going to have like 2024 and started off with a good, they brought back the Aqua Teen? What? The Venture Brothers? We bringing back some classics.
Yeah, that's right.
And they bringing back Megamind, bro. What all these classics coming from? They got Groot coming back from Despicable Me. Like, what's happening?
I need that. I need that. I love Despicable Me. Well, let me jump back on topic real quick. Let's go through some of these picks, man. I want to hear how y'all feel about it. Each pick, We'll start in let's start in the NFC. Start with the NFC. The Monday night game. Philadelphia Eagles versus the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Ooh.
Elmo 17-23-31. That's her squad is the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. As I said earlier, I'm a Philly guy, but boy, Philly's dropped their last 4. That's crazy. Yeah, bro.
Yeah, I'm going with Tampa Bay.
You gonna go with Tampa? Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Visual, how you feeling?
I guess I go with Tampa just for Elmo.
Okay. Okay. All right. I'm gonna rock with Philly in a narrow one, but I'm not mad at that Tampa Bay pick at all because I don't know what's going on in Philly. I don't know. I can't tell you what's going on there. They got to get it figured out quick because they were my Super Bowl pick, obviously before the season started. Just the way they finished last year. But man, it's been bad. Let's move on. The LA Rams, 6th seed against this crazy Detroit Lions squad. That's going to be Sunday, the 14th at 8 p.m. on NBC. Who y'all got there?
Detroit. That's gonna be a good one. Detroit. That's Matthew Stafford comes back to Detroit, play playoff game, and then what's his name? Goff plays his old coach who left him.
Yes. That I mean,
after the Super Bowl loss, and
yes, that's a good matchup. I think that's going to be the game of the week. Easily.
Yeah, that is gonna, yeah. And then plus, it's been a while since Detroit has been in the playoffs, and they can get one win.
And can we all agree that city needs it right now after watching the Pistons be the worst? Oh man, Detroit needs a win right now.
But I do like their coach. I like the players that they have on the team. So
yeah. This game I'm not looking forward to. The Green Bay Packers versus the Dallas Cowboys, Sunday the 14th at 4:30 on Fox. Who are you rocking with on this one?
like Dallas, I gotta go with Dallas.
Same here. I gotta go with Dallas.
Yeah. I know. It hurts me to say this. I hate to say this, but yeah, realistically, it's got to be Dallas. It's got to be Dallas, right? I mean, everything has lined up for Dallas this year to make a deep run. I mean, even here we go. Like the whole thing is what it just works for Dallas right now. And I wouldn't mind watching Stephen A. Smith get upset a little bit about it. Clue said, came in here hearing Select doing Detroit slander. Not against these Lions, boy. These Lions I think the Lions are legit. But boy, them Pistons. Them Pistons are something crazy. All right, we're going to swing back up through the bottom of the bracket. I think this one's going to be pretty close to Sunday, the 14th, 1 p.m. CBS, Pittsburgh or Buffalo.
I don't know. I'm gonna say Buffalo.
Buffalo, okay. Visual, how about you?
I'm at a loss. I don't even know no more.
That's fair. That's fine. Man, this is gonna sound crazy because the scenario for Buffalo was so crazy. They're a 2 seed, but the way they got the 2 seed was really crazy. Like they had to win and they were in, but if they lost and like another team won, they'd be completely out. But if a different team won, they would have been like the 6th seed. So I feel like they're ranked a little bit high in the playoffs. Like they got a good seeding. I think this one's going to come down to a field goal. And when something's that close, I got to go to coaching, man. And I can't go against Tomlin. I just can't. He has too many winning seasons. I'm going to take Pittsburgh. And I know for a lot of people listening, they're going to be like, what? But the boy, your boy is not going against Tomlin. I can't do it.
Bruh.
Another one that I think is going to be a surprise is Kansas City versus Miami. And by that, I mean the Miami Dolphins versus the Kansas City Taylor Swifts.
Bro. Bro. Really, somebody? He had to take it though. He just had to. Wow. We throwing shots. All right.
That's a rivalry for us. I can't. I'll never rock with Kansas City, bro. I can't do it. Oh my gosh. Clue says no Mike here. Bill, sadly, Watts may not be that much of a strong defensive impact for the Steelers. Okay, that's fair enough. RL, how about you on this Miami, Kansas City?
It's gonna be a tough one. Those next two games are gonna be good ones. I don't want to go against Pat, but I did see Miami put up 70 points in a game this season. So
yeah, who was that against?
If they get, I forgot who it was against, but if they get to that level, then you can't stop them. So I'm going with the Dolphins.
Going with the Dolphins, okay.
But if Mahomes is receivers, if they're catching what he's throwing, then it's a different game.
I mean, I can't blame Mahomes on that, man. So many drop passes, right? And they're still the 3rd seed. That's what's crazy. Visual, who you going with on that one? Oh, we may have lost him. I'm gonna. Oh, it pains me. I just don't think Tua can get it done. I don't think Tua is the guy. And again, I'm going with coaching. Andy Reid he's just too good of a coach. I think in this game, I got to take Kansas City for the win, but I want Miami to win, if that makes sense. I don't want Kansas City to win, so I'm rooting for Miami, but realistically, that's Kansas City. Clue says Dolphins are going to have Travis sing the worst offbeat Taylor Swift songs for the Chiefs, like the appropriated song September by Earth, Wind, and Fire. Well, wait a minute. Wait a minute, but I'm forgetting something with Miami. The Cheetah's coming back. Now he's got something to prove against Kansas City. So, if he has a big game, that game's going to be on Peacock too. That's the crazy thing about that is that is not a ABC or NBC or Fox game. That is going to be on Peacock. I still got to go with my gut and say Kansas City's going to get it, but I think that game's going to be a lot closer than a lot of people think. And then lastly, in the first round, go ahead, R. Sorry.
Say it again. What you said.
I think that game's going to be a lot closer than we think. But because I forgot Hill's coming back to Kansas City. And he's going to have something to prove. That motivation can sometimes put you over the top. You know what I mean? But Andy Reid that's my thing. Andy Reid. Coaching to me in the NFL still matters. Ask the New Orleans Saints. Woo, that was a mess when they ran that victory formation touchdown. I was like,
Perfect.
woo. I was James Winston out there. And you know that coach was like,
Think, Mark.
think. What are you doing? Crazy. Anyway, last one, 4:30 game on NBC is going to be Cleveland. The Cleveland LeBrons versus the Houston James Hardens. I don't know who to pick here, man.
That's a tough one.
Yeah. Flip a coin on this. Joe Flacco, right, in Cleveland?
Yeah.
You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do something crazy. I'm going to say, Clue said, don't sleep on CJ Stroud. Fair enough. I think that Miami Kansas City game is going to be, that's going to be fun for sure. Saturday night, late game under the lights. That's going to be a fun game. But this Houston Cleveland game with Joe Flacco, how crazy. I'm just thinking story right now. How crazy is it if Joe Flacco goes back to Baltimore?
Yeah.
I'd love to see that. I'd love to see that. There's no way Cleveland's beating Baltimore. Spoilers. That's just not happening.
Think, Mark.
But I would like to see the story. So I'm going to take Cleveland. Any objections, RL?
Like the Texans.
You like the Texans over them? Okay. Let's jump into.
I'm just saying I do like the Texans, but I'm going with Cleveland.
Go. Okay.
But it is going to be a good game.
Sure.
Like Texans.
I might have to go with Cleveland too, out of respect for my uncle, because he a Cleveland fan.
Okay. He's a diehard then.
Yeah, he been a Cleveland fan since the get go. I'm doing it for. Hey, Unc, if you come upon this video, just know this. I did it for you. All right. If you see this.
I respect that. Clue said Texans, Stroud, and Nico are a different animal. Okay. Man, have the Texans ever won a playoff game?
Yeah, I think they have. Yeah.
Okay.
They have. Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure the Oilers have.
They did win the playoff game. I forgot who it was against, but they lost to the Patriots.
Oh, okay. 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 All right, let's move into this divisional. So we're thinking San Francisco. You guys took Tampa Bay. Can Tampa Bay beat San Francisco?
No.
I don't think there's any way. Even I'm hard pressed to say Philly even beats San Francisco either. And
What? If Philly, I don't know if they play different from what they've been playing. Then it'll be different. It'll be a different course.
the thing about it though is San Francisco got the MVP.
Right? Yeah.
And I hate saying that, but I think McCaffrey. I know it hasn't really been done, at least not in a long time, but McCaffrey. Yeah. A Clue put it really good. He said, my Bucks beating the 49ers. No, I want to be optimistic, but San Fran is loaded. It's going to be San Fran and B more all over again. And that's where we're headed. Unless let's just keep going down the bracket. So we definitely thinking nobody's beating San Francisco in that divisional. Let's go ahead and I think we can all agree Detroit's probably going to win that one. And we were thinking Dallas, realistically Dallas over Green Bay. I hate to say this, but I think Dallas is going to be Detroit too. But I'm open to discussion for sure. And the reason that I say that is maybe Zeke was the problem. Maybe Zeke was the issue in Dallas. And that's all they needed was to move on from him, let Dak manage the game and do what he does. So I'm gonna go there. I'm gonna go Dallas over Detroit, San Fran over Tampa Bay. That brings us to, we'll just stay in the NFC real quick. Dallas versus San Francisco. And I know Clue said San Fran versus B more. But guys, I think Dallas is going to be San Francisco too. I think Dallas is going to the dang Super Bowl, man.
Yeah.
It just feels like one of those
Dallas loses. If Dallas loses, I can see Detroit beating the 49ers to go to the Super Bowl.
Really?
Yeah, if Dallas loses, I can see Detroit beating 49ers to go to the Super Bowl.
Ooh. That would be crazy. It's crazy to me to think in a world where Barry Sanders never got a championship, that these Detroit Lions, it's not implausible. So I like it. All right. So Arl's going Detroit in the NFC. I think historical left. I'm going to take Dallas. I can't believe I'm saying that. Hang on, y'all, just a sec.
Hello.
I'm still here, y'all. My wife sneezed like 17,000 times. Are you good? Just in the background, everybody's like, who's sneezing like that? All right. My man Jordan's in the building. What's good, bro? We got his movie review coming up very, very quick this week. Independent filmmaker, man. This dude has been putting in work on these films, man. I'd love to see Jordan and Visual work on a movie together, man. That would be crazy. Crazy. Go check his channel out, man. All right, let's swing back over to the AFC. So I'm going with Pittsburgh. I think most people are going with Buffalo. We kind of had a split on the Miami, Kansas City game. So let's go. I'm willing to concede probably Buffalo, but I think Pittsburgh's going to win it, but I'm willing to concede. So let's say Buffalo gets in there. Can Kansas City beat Buffalo? I think 100% they beat Buffalo. In Buffalo.
I don't know. That'll be 3 years. I don't know. That's. Yeah, I don't know.
Or do you feel strong about Miami? Is that my man Zach?
I feel strong about the Bills. Just they played them every year in the playoffs, so.
Okay.
And I think they've lost to them almost every year. Or every time they played against Kansas.
Oh, so you're saying Kansas over the Bills?
I know. I'm saying the Bills over Kansas.
Bills over Kansas. And Kansas has been in that slump, bro.
Yeah.
They've been in that slump. That's a good argument, man. I'm with it. Let's go with Buffalo. That's a good argument. So that comes to, of course, Baltimore, Buffalo. I think we all can agree. Baltimore gonna run through the Bills.
Right.
I think Baltimore will run through the Bills to the point where, like, fourth quarter they pull Lamar. I think it's gonna be that bad. That offense is just crazy. Now, this is all barring injury, right? Right. Like, anybody can get hurt. You know, a center goes down, a bad snap. Clue says Lamar will be MVP. Super Bowl MVP, or do you think he did enough to do the MVP for the season? That's a good question, Clue. I think Lamar did enough to win the MVP this season. I just feel like the media wants Christian McCaffrey. If that makes sense. I wouldn't be surprised either way. Because Lamar, you think he'll do season and Super Bowl. So, Clue, you're saying Ravens take it. I think RL was kind of saying the same thing. I'm with y'all, man. I really do think the Ravens are going to win the Super Bowl. Clue said he's not getting Triple Crown on how Cooper Kupp won it. Oh, okay. Boy, talk about fall off, though, right? What did Kupp do this year? I took him early in my fantasy team. Man, that dude hurt me so bad to the point where I stopped. I never stopped fantasy football. This year, it was rough this year, man. Injuries and arrival. Yeah, I mean, yeah, anything. This is all subject to change. But on paper, as it stands right now, I think we can all agree Baltimore has the best shot. I think the best Super Bowl scenario, though, like the Super Bowl I would want to watch out of all of this, realistically speaking. Now, I'm not taking my dogs out of the race, right? Like, if I'm going the Super Bowl that I want to watch fan-wise, like taking all stats, all football knowledge, all of that, and throwing that out. Like, I'd love to see the Packers beat Kansas City. Like, I'd love that. I bet you there's a 2.2 chance of that happening. The Super Bowl that I would hope we would get, though, is actually San Francisco and Baltimore. Both of those number one seeds. I feel like that would be a really good football game. A really good Super Bowl where you're pretty glued to your seat. Even if you don't have a dog in the race. It's like, this is good football to watch. You know what I mean? I think both those teams would be fun. San Fran in a revenge game, exactly. The storylines are there. You know. Yeah. I still think Baltimore pulls it out. I really do. But I would just looking at the numbers, looking at what's here, the seating, I just can't see, unless, like I said, injuries change things, bad coaching decisions, like if you run the ball or if you pass the ball on the 1 yard line and you throw an interception. Pete Carroll. Yeah.
Finish him.
How does Pete Carroll have a job? Can someone explain that to me? What has Pete Carroll done? I mean, when you look at who won those Super Bowls in Seattle, that defense was crazy. The Legion of Boom was nuts. That wasn't Pete Carroll. Come on now. This man makes one decision that cost them a Super Bowl. I'd have fired him the next day. The next day, he'd have been gone. Same like Marshawn Lynch told the story about the 1 yard mess up, talking about Russ and Pete. Yeah, I saw that. But the thing about Russ is this. Let me go back to Russ for just a second. Say what you want about Russ. Maybe he doesn't hang out with everybody. Maybe he's awkward. Maybe he's all of these things. But Russ is a good teammate on the field. And you don't hear Russ complain. And I think that's the thing we can take out of this whole Denver situation is most players would have been like, hey, yo, they told me they were going to bench me if I didn't change my clause. This man didn't say nothing until Denver said something. That's crazy in this day and era. Like, crazy. And if Denver wants to trade a player with that kind of integrity, then
You lose.
you just lose. You lose because the dude, no matter what you say, no, he didn't throw the ball super amazing, but he has talent. He has talent. And he had talent in Seattle as well. But what they're talking about, you know, benching this dude over money, it's a terrible decision. And so one for Russ, man.
One for JJ.
Man, you hit the nail on the head. Jay Cutler is Jay Cutler. I forgot we had Jay Cutler, bro. That dude was the worst. And yes, Russ is speaking out now. But I mean, at this point in time, what Russ has got to speak out, right? Russ has to speak out now. And even then, they still had audio of him last week and the week before. And this man is out here high-fiving folks. He's encouraging folks. He's still trying to grow the brand. I've never seen that. Not on a football field. Not on a football field. A perfect example. I hate to do it to him, but Aaron Rodgers. Look at Aaron Rodgers. When Aaron Rodgers heard someone else was getting drafted, this man folded like a deck of cards. Shut up and go play football and get out of a cave. Shut up. And that's what I'm saying. The Broncos don't know what they got there. RL, I'm sorry, man. I went on a tear there. Please jump in. It just makes me mad, man. It makes me mad because the squash story about, oh, Russ has an office. Okay. Rodgers had a cave. Clue said, you mean the guy that goes on Rogan? Yeah, the guy who still thinks he's on the Green Bay Packers. That was also pretty crazy too. Oh yeah, when we beat the Bears, bro, you're in a Jets uniform. I don't want to hear anything about we. I don't know. Like I said, as my wife and her family have adopted me into this Packers thing, watching Brett Favre, who used to be my favorite quarterback until apparently he's just stealing money from underprivileged people. The way they did Brett Favre, I was pretty upset with. And I thought, okay, well, but Aaron Rodgers, I get it. But seeing Aaron Rodgers, I go, no. Like Clue just said, you mean the guy who goes on Pat McAfee the next day? Exactly. Go play football. I guess because this is 2024, I've been talking to my kids about how, this year being 24 is what I'm calling the Kobe year. And I just think about what Kobe would say, even about NFL players right now. Kobe would be so mad right now. He would be so mad. If they asked Kobe, how do you feel about Aaron Rodgers going on Pat McAfee and Rogan's show? Kobe would he would have just snarled at it. You know what I mean? He would just been like, you kidding me? You want to be the greatest? You want to be compared to Tom Brady? What are you doing? I just think he would have.
You suck.
He would have been so mad. Clue said he probably called him soft like he did Dwight Howard. Yeah. He sure would have, but here's the thing about, I know we're going into the NBA real quick as a tangent, but I think we can all agree Dwight Howard's pretty soft, right? I think we can all agree Dwight, when he's trying to recruit people to the Chinese league.
I don't know. Dwight Howard, when he first came in, he was that dude. He had his years where he couldn't do anything.
Yes, but man, if you asked me who was going to have a better career, Dwight Howard or oh gosh, what's his name for the Nuggets from
Jokic.
Lob City?
DeAndre Jordan.
DeAndre Jordan.
Well, who's had a better?
Oh, I think Jordan's had a way better career.
Whoa, no.
I
No.
think he's had a way better career, bro. And I'm not talking about getting a ring.
Who's a better player? No, I don't think so.
Oh, I'm taking Jordan. I'm taking Jordan. And
Over Howard?
over Howard. And
Oh,
here's why. Here's why. Hear me out. Hear me out. I know this is a hot take. This is a hot take. But here's why. DeAndre Jordan is a better player mentally. Right? You've got some, and I'm not trying to slander this man because I like him, but you got a little bit of JaVale McGee in Dwight Howard.
No, nope.
You got a little bit of, I don't know if this guy's mentally here to play.
Nah, you got it wrong.
But that's what Kobe saw. I think if you switch those guys, right? You put DeAndre Jordan. Clue said, no, don't do that. If you put DeAndre Jordan on that Lakers team, you think Kobe says that DeAndre Jordan's soft? There ain't no way, bro. There ain't no way. Now, athletically, let's talk about pickup basketball. Pickup basketball, right? You see DeAndre out there and you see Dwight. We're taking Dwight. I'm not saying he's a better athlete. I'm talking about as an NBA. I know everything that I know now about both those players. I'm taking DeAndre Jordan.
Nah, man. Come on.
Because Dwight's gonna be a clown in the locker room. He's gonna stop the development of your young guys.
Nope.
He's going to create bad habits for those guys. Where if you look, and you're not gonna believe what I'm about to say here. This is another hot take. Who did DeAndre Jordan play with? He played with Chris Paul. He played with Chris Paul, and he's still in the league today. I think you put Dwight on that Clippers team. No way. There's just no way. Clue says, okay, outside of DeAndre Jordan and not JaVale McGee, because the two, if you thought they had a better career, Dwight Howard or Andrew Bynum. Ooh. Okay, let me clarify the JaVale McGee statement. I'm not saying Dwight isn't a better player, athletically gifted than JaVale McGee. I'm not saying he's not. JaVale McGee is not as good as Dwight Howard. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying the aloofness, if you will, in Dwight. And that's why Shaq was always on him. Because Kobe got on Shaq. But Shaq was wise enough to go, okay, if I'm going to take out Kobe, I got to get my crap together. I got to go get with Wade. I got to get my game together. Dwight didn't have that same response. Dwight's like, let me get on Dancing with the Stars. And just, he's a clown, bro.
Why was him on
Say it again?
I don't think he was on Dancing with the Stars.
Oh, no, but I'm just saying if they called him though, wouldn't he do it? Wouldn't he do it? We all know Dwight Howard. I'll be there next week. You're just not. You couldn't. I saw an interview with Kobe today. Obviously, it wasn't like shot today, but they asked Kobe, would he want to be in Space Jam? Kobe was like, no, I'm not doing that. No. Dwight would be there. He'd be on Masked Singer right now. Okay, back to Clue's question. Okay, outside of DeAndre Jordan and not JaVale McGee, between the two, who had a better career, Dwight Howard or Andrew Bynum?
Dwight Howard.
I would agree with that. I'm not a fan of Bynum either. I wasn't a fan of Bynum, and
But you're a fan of DeAndre Jordan, though.
Oh, definitely. Definitely.
Oh man.
And here's where I'm going with this. Look at what Jordan did with the Nuggets.
What? Oh.
DeAndre Jordan had the maturity to come in as a backup center, relieve the MVP in crucial moments, and played well. Just earlier this season, when Jokic and Murray and I think Porter were out, we had Reggie Jackson and Jordan, and we beat, I think it was was it Golden State? I think we beat Golden State. And it was like, there's no way Reggie Jackson and DeAndre Jordan are going to beat Golden State. And they did it because he's a team player. And I'll take those guys who buy into a system, who have some talent, and will play hard. I'll take those guys every single day. Clue says Dwight was on 106 in Park doing bad impersonations on BET. That's what I'm saying, bro. That's what I'm saying. And there's a time for that.
I'm gonna go all the way back to 106 in Park just to hate on. That's messed up. That's
I just.
we're talking about basketball. Yeah.
It's just there's something about Dwight, and I get what you're saying, RL. I have a bias, bro. I have a bias because the man is not Shaq. I just, in my estimation, he should have been better than Shaq.
Yes.
He should have been better than Shaq because.
Okay, so then how is DeAndre Jordan better than Dwight Howard? If you're saying that,
I think he's had a better career.
I don't think so.
I think he's had a better career. If we think about what are Dwight Howard's plays that you think of from Dwight Howard?
A lot of his blocks, his presence on the defensive side and on the offensive side.
But give me a specific play. Give me a specific play. That's my point.
Hey, hold on.
That's my point.
Hold on.
I'm gonna give you time. I'm gonna give you time.
Okay.
Think about it. Because I can tell you, DeAndre Jordan, Lob City, right? Catches the ball.
Now Dwight Howard's getting lobs too.
When I think of Dwight Howard, I think of him in Orlando.
Yes.
And I think of the slam dunk contest. That was probably the highlight of his career. When they raised the rim up higher than it was supposed to be, and he had that dunk and he had the Superman cape on, I was like, his natural ability is crazy. So I want to give him credit there. But that's what I think of Dwight Howard. His time in LA was forgettable.
But he also had an injury that time.
I mean,
And so did Kobe. So it was Kobe. He was injured too, Kobe.
I mean, okay. What else did they do in Orlando?
What do you mean, what else did they do in Orlando?
Clue said injuries and multiple baby mamas. Oh boy, I could go somewhere with that I don't want to go. I'll just leave. I'm gonna leave the baby mamas alone. I'm just gonna leave them alone. We all know Cat Williams out here doing enough to baby mamas right now anyway. I'm gonna just leave all that alone. Oh my gosh. Okay, so Clue says, wait, so are we overlooking JaVale McGee having a huge playoff game when he was playing with the Nuggets and Kenneth Faried? No. McGee. The thing about McGee.
Dwight had seasons of dominance, of dominating, defensive and offensive. If you can't even say that about DeAndre Jordan or JaVale McGee. You can't tell me one season, but there was seasons where Dwight Howard he was that guy. He was an all-star. Like his name was known.
So he got
and his play was he was just dominant. It wasn't prime Dwight Howard versus prime DeAndre Jordan. It's no competition. It's nothing that DeAndre Jordan can do.
But I want you guys to look at this. NBA Defensive Player of the Year, 11, 10, 9. That's back to back to back. Respect on that. NBA All-Team, NBA All-Defensive Team, 10, 11, 12. How do you get Defensive Player of the Year but not make the... Maybe he did. Maybe he did. So 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay. All right. All right. Let's look at his teammates. LeBron James, Kobe Bryant, Dwayne Wade.
Who are you talking about?
Dwight Howard.
When did Dwight play with Dwayne Wade?
That's what I want to know. So I'm trying to look, I was like, huh?
Oh, that's in the Olympics.
Okay, yeah, that don't count. Because everybody's played with Carmelo at that point. Yeah. That's not very accurate there. Let's see, what else? What else has he done? Gold medal. So he won with the Lakers, right? He won the bubble. No, I can't take away the bubble championship. I know a lot of people want to say the bubble was easy. I don't think so. But like I said, athletically, absolutely, right? Absolutely. Dwight Howard, it's his potential for me. It's a lot of Kobe Bryant and Dwight Howard, injuries or not. My goodness, that man should have won a championship. All right, they both got a ring. DeAndre's 2 seasons short, okay. Playoffs played. All-Star games. Yeah. Honors and awards. First team. Dwight. All-NBA. Yeah, on paper, I see what you guys are saying. I definitely see what you guys are
saying. On paper and visually.
I got on a link after selection. Yeah, I see what you're saying on stats. I'm looking at, he had more steals. Dwight Howard, again, I'm going to say it again. Dwight Howard he's more gifted. Absolutely. I can't deny that. You can't deny the stats. But I'm saying as a player in your locker room, I'm still not taking Dwight. I'm not introducing the circus. I'm not doing it.
No. He took a team to the finals. He led a team to the finals. Obviously, To me, if it's only one time and you take a team to the finals, to me you submit yourself as a someone who can be put in the Hall of Fame. As far as my Hall of Fame, like AI, he led a team to the final. He didn't win,
Yeah.
but he led his team to the final. Charles Barkley, he didn't win, but he led his team to the finals. Who else? If Butler never wins, Jimmy Butler, if he never wins the final, he's still a Hall of Famer.
Really? That's
To me,
interesting.
yeah, he's still he's still that guy because he led his team to the finals twice.
Pistol Pete. That's a good one, Clue. I don't. He took. Did Dwight take Orlando?
Yeah, he took Orlando. He took a That was a year that they were kind of hyping up LeBron and Kobe playing in the finals with the puppets. Puppet commercial.
Okay. 09 finals. They ran up against LA.
Yeah.
That was Dwight? Man, I guess I gotta apologize to Dwight Howard, bro. I don't know. I don't know. I like I said, you guys you've learned me something. He took Orlando after McGrady, Dwight. Oh, and Rashad Lewis. That's right. Gosh. HGH Rashad Lewis. I forgot all about that. But see, you gotta look at. No, you can't say that because you brought up a good point with AI. There was no way Iverson's 76ers were going to beat the Lakers. I mean, Iverson came out.
That first game though.
That first game was because the Lakers were like undefeated, and they won that game, and everybody was like, "What?" But even Iverson was like, "Okay, so we double Kobe. What are we gonna do with Shaq?" Okay, we double Shaq. Well, Kobe's shooting a 3 then. Yeah, I forgot about that squad, man. That was 09. But I guess my point though is look at
DeAndre Jordan. He didn't even with like Dwight Howard's dominant years, even though they're shorter, like they're not spread out and not consistent as Jordan's.
Sure.
Dwight Howard's still the dominant player.
Sure. Now let me ask you this. Oh, how was I gonna put this? Dwight's got a championship. That's what I was gonna say. Okay. Dwight has a championship. Does that championship put him above a Charles Barkley? Because you said, him leading his team got him into the Hall of Fame conversation.
It does for me. Yeah, it does. It does put him over Charles Barkley.
Man. I don't know. See, I don't know. I'm usually one that says championships get you into the conversation. I don't know.
I just think that his dominance when Dwight was dominant, It's just I don't think Barkley could have stopped it.
Well, and one-on-one, I mean, that's different. But I'm talking about you got to draft a player, right? Let's say we could somehow reset age.
Yeah, I'm going with Howard. Then.
You're going with Howard.
Yeah.
Because here's where I'm going with this. Is Dwight Howard taking out Shaq?
No.
Take Shaq out of the equation. Is Dwight Howard the greatest Magic player of all time?
Yes. Yep.
See, I can't go that far.
How is he not?
Tracy McGrady. And see, Tracy McGrady didn't get a championship. That's my problem with that argument.
But
I'm taking Tracy McGrady over everybody on Orlando, even Penny Hardaway, except for Shaq. I mean, if Shaq, to me, Shaq's in my top 5.
But they never put a teamer on Tracy like they did Howard and Shaq and Penny Hardaway.
Exactly.
They never did that.
Clue says, true story, Toronto was willing to trade a young rookie, Tracy McGrady, to Philly to play with AI. And Philly turned down the trade. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I don't even remember AI in but Toronto had Tracy McGrady. Yeah, I was like, I don't remember Iverson playing for Toronto. I see what you're saying. So yeah, Toronto was going to trade when they had Tracy McGrady. Oh my gosh. Oh. Why wouldn't you do that? I want to see what was the trade details on that. Tracy McGrady trade to 76ers. What was that trade going to look like? Confirmed by Stephen A. In 99, the Raptors had a deal in place to send McGrady and a first-round pick to the 76ers for Larry Hughes. Toronto got cold feet and backed out after Stephen A. Smith broke the news. Iverson was only 24 at the time. They would have ran the East. That is crazy. I wonder how old McGrady was. I bet you McGrady was like 20. Let's see. Alexa, how old was Tracy McGrady in 1999?
Tracy McGrady turned 20 on May 24th, 1999.
He was 20 years old, y'all.
1979.
He was 20 years old.
Dang, he was my age.
That's what I'm saying. And was hooping, bro. Was hooping.
I feel like when you're young, you have more experience on like when you first start. If that makes sense.
The athleticism was there. Was just crazy.
It was like it was like he was just born with athleticism.
Mm-hmm.
It was just in his DNA.
Mm-hmm. And it obviously ran in the family with Vince Carter. Wow. Clue hit me with this too. Same scenario. Jerry West almost traded a player from the Lakers to Toronto to get the draft rights of Tracy McGrady during the draft night. Now, that's that I understand, right? You change your mind because you never know what these kids are gonna, how their game's gonna translate unless you have generational talent like a LeBron, right? We all knew what we were getting in LeBron. We thought we knew we were getting with Zion, and then baby mamas and cheeseburgers later. But a Kobe, T-Mac, and Shaq trio. I firmly believe if you gave Kobe, gosh, if Shaq would have just acted right, bro, Kobe probably could have tied Jordan. And here's the other crazy thing is Kobe didn't play his first, is it 2 years or 3 years? He didn't play. That stuff is crazy to me. Because Kobe was tearing it. What Clue said, I think 3. Kobe was tearing it up in practice. It's not like, but because he was a rookie and, it's just crazy. McGrady's one of those players that I wish would have got a chip. He was just phenomenal. Well, gentlemen, I think I'm going to call it a night. I'm going to jump out of Discord now. Shout out to RL. Shout out to Historical Man. You guys are amazing as usual. I always forget how to get out of voice chat in Discord. I don't want to delete the channel. I just want to leave. Let me be. Let me be. Let's see. Just go somewhere else. Let's see. There we go. Shout out to RL, man. Shout out to Clue, who, of course, fact checks me. And I love when y'all push back against my whole Dwight Howard thing. Like I said, I'm just not a fan of the man. I think he's no Chris Paul. He won't ruin your locker room. Totally. I think Kobe was right. Ooh. Clue said, I have one for RL. I can never say this guy's Naganu or Joshua. KO in what round? Or is it going the distance? Drop that in the comments for me, RL. I'm saying KO in the 7th for Joshua. Right hook out of nowhere. Hopefully RL sees that clue. All right, fellas. It's good to be back. I hit you with them hot takes, man. And this is a good stream, man. Hopefully you guys had a lot of fun. linktr.ee/select screen. We're on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, X, whatever you want to call it, TikTok, Apple, and Spotify podcasts, NFL 24 playoffs. And of course, we jumped into the NBA stuff as well. Yeah, I think the Ravens are going to take it. I barring injury. Who's taking Francis? Francis in 9. Ooh. Okay. Update me on that one, man. Let's see. We gave you the address. Guys, be kind to one another. Remember to choose your destiny.
Another one.
In the pocket, man. This was a good stream. I'm back, man. I'm back. We're going to be doing a movie review from my man Jordan on the next stream, so be on the lookout for that. And then we want to talk about Echo. Echo starts tomorrow, so we'll be watching that as well, all right? Until next time, man, thanks to Clue as well. Remember to
choose your destiny.
My name is Select Screen, and I'm out.